Hello guys, I'm Yadagiri and welcome to the series of Java for Obsolete Beginners. In this video, we will look into operators in Java. In my earlier video, we have already discussed about variables and data types, right? So using those two concepts, we can create one variable and store some data into the variable. So here, we are not defining this variable just to print in the console, right? So we want to manipulate the data or you want to perform some kind of operations on these variables. So that is why you are defining these variables, right? So let's say you want to perform some arithmetic operations or you want to perform some comparison operations. Okay. So for example, I have int I equal to 10. So I want to add two numbers to this variable. Okay. That means I want to increase this value by 2. So I can say 10 plus 2, that means 12, right? So here I'm performing addition operation. So in the similar way, for example, if I have two numbers like let's say A and B. So I want to compare which one is a bigger one or which one is a smaller one or whether they both are equal or not. Right? So here I'm performing the comparison operations. So in the similar way, we can perform many operations on the variables. So here I'm talking about the operations, right? So as a user, for example, now I'm speaking English language, right? So it's a natural language. And when I told you to add two numbers, you will understand that because you are able to understand the English language. You studied the English language and I also studied the English language. So we know how the syntaxes will be, right? That means we know how the grammar and how many alphabets are there and everything about the English language, right? So that's why we are able to understand what I'm saying that is understandable to you, right? So in the similar way, for example, if you want to convey to the Java, like add two numbers, then Java doesn't understand, okay? Java is a programming language which does not understand the natural languages. So that point you need to be clear. So that means you need to tell the Java in a Java understandable format. So for example, this is a program, right? So here, if I say add two numbers 10, 25. So Java will throw the error, okay? Because it does not understand what exactly I'm trying to convey. So we need to convey to the Java in a Java understandable format. Java does not understand this add, this word, okay? Add word and all. So Java understands its own syntax only. It will not understand our syntax. Okay. So that's why we need to tell the Java in Java syntaxes. Okay. So here Java also can perform all these operations, but we need to tell in a correct way. So in the English language, I'm saying add. Okay. So for this, Java has its own syntax, that is plus symbol. Okay. So this plus symbol. So in the English language, if I say subtract, for that Java is having one symbol, that is minus. So in the similar way, for multiplication, it has its own symbol. So this is the syntax of Java. So we need to tell the Java in this understandable format only. Okay. So these symbols are called as operators. Operators are nothing but the symbols which convey some kind of operation that is understandable to the Java, right? So based on the operation type, here the operators are divided in Java. So those are arithmetic operators, unary operators, relational operators, conditional operators, and the last one is assignment operators. So in the arithmetic operators, we will have all arithmetic operations. So here you can see plus, minus, into, and by, modulus. So all this comes under arithmetic operators because using these operators, we can perform arithmetic operations. So that is why we call them as arithmetic operators. So in the similar way, in the unary operators, we have some more operators, right? So just like that, in relational operators also, we have some comparison related operators. So in the conditional, we have some conditional operators. So in this video, we will see each of this one. So first let me open the Eclipse. First we will discuss about arithmetic operators, okay? Plus, minus, into, by, and modulus. So I will tell you any two operators, okay? So here, first let me create one variable. So now I want to perform some arithmetic operation. Let me take the addition operation, okay? So here I equaled I plus 2. So here I am performing some arithmetic operation and I am storing the value into I value again. So let me just print this value. I'll say I. So here I have defined the 10, but I am adding 2 to this 10. So my result should be 12, right? So let me run this. So here in the right side console, you can see the value is printed 12, right? So that means it performed the arithmetic operation. So using this symbol, Java understands that it has to perform the addition, right? So that is what I'm talking about. We can perform the operations. We can perform any kind of operation using Java, but we need to convey in the Java understandable format. So now using this plus symbol, Java can understand that it has to combine this value and this value. Okay. So next, if I put minus, it will subtract the value. See, now I got 8. So it performed the subtraction operation. So in the similar way, you can perform the other arithmetic operations. Okay. So next we have unary operators. So here we perform the arithmetic, this plus and minus, right? So here in this case, I want to write this much lengthy syntax. But instead of this, if I want to just increase the value by only 1, then I can use the unary operator. So this plus plus is increment and minus minus means decrement. So here, if I write I plus plus, so you can see the difference. So in the previous one, I have written I equaled I plus 2, right? But here I'm just mentioning I plus plus. So if I execute this, here you can see it printed 11. That means it increased the value by only 1. So using this unary operators, only one value can be increased or it will be decreased. Okay. So that is the purpose of unary operators. And next we have relational operators. So in the relational operators, you can compare any two values, like which one is a bigger one, which one is a smaller one, or whether they both are equal or not, like that. So for example, here I want to compare whether this value is greater than 20 or not. So here I will say I greater than 20. So if this is greater than 20, then it will return true. If this condition satisfies, then it will return true. If this condition fails, then it will return false. Okay. So let me execute this. Here it returns false. That means the I value is not greater than 20. I is 10 and this one is 20, right? 10 is not bigger than 20, right? So that is why it is returning false. Okay. So in the similar way, we have some more operations. Equal to means it will compare both are equal or not. So I equal to, I will say 10. So now this condition will be satisfied, right? 10 equal to 10. So that's why it will return true. You can see it returned true. So in the similar way, you can perform these operations also. Okay. So next we have conditional operators. So here this one is one condition, right? So in the similar way, I can have multiple conditions. So for example, like this, I can have one more condition like I less than 10, right? So if you want to combine the conditions, then you can use the conditional operators. So here, if I put and, how this and will work is, for example, if this one and this one is returning true, then the old result will be true. So if any of this one is false, then it will return false only. So now let me just execute this. So here I'm getting false because the first condition is true, but the second condition is false, right? So if any one of the condition is false, it will return the false value. So that's why we got false. Okay. So the next one is OR. So this one is quite opposite to the first one. Okay. So in the first one, if both the conditions are satisfying, then only it will return true. Okay. But here, if any one of the condition is satisfied, then also it will return true only. Okay. So here, if I execute this, so here it is returning true, right? Because here this one is true and this one is false, but we used this OR condition. So that's why we got true. Okay. One condition out of these two conditions is true. That's why we are able to get the true value. So that is about conditional operators. Okay. And next we have assignment operators. So basically whatever this equal symbol is there, this is a basic assignment operator. Okay. Here you are assigning this 10 value to this I variable, right? So that means this is a assignment operator. And apart from this equaled, we have some more assignment operators. Okay. Those are plus equaled, minus equaled, into equaled. Okay. For example, I want to increase the value by 2. Okay. So for increasing the value by 2 and storing into the same variable, how you will write? You will write something like this, right? So here I'm increasing the value by 2 and I'm storing in the same variable. So the same operation can be performed like this also. I plus equal to 2. That means it will add 2 value to the I and again it will store that value into the I value only. Okay. So let me just remove this. So let me print the I value only. Okay. So now I should get the 12 value, right? Now you can see we got 12. Okay. So this is equivalent to I equaled I plus 2 only. Okay. We are performing the arithmetic operation and we are assigning the value to the same variable. So that is how we define. Okay. So if I put into here, it will perform multiplication operation. So now let me execute this. I should get 20 value here. See, it performed the multiplication operation. Then again, it stored the value into I variable only. Okay. So those are the assignment operators. So here we have few more. You can practice those things. So basically these are the operators, guys. The operators are symbols which are used to perform the operations in the Java. Okay. So it can be on the variable, a single variable, or it can be on the multiple variables also. So I think you got the idea, right? What exactly I'm trying to say. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.